have been working on some things. So I was working on this shell that I'm making for Sharon, and I put the cats on the back last night. The cats are on the front. I just put some gloss on the front. I don't know if I'm going to use the triple thick on that. Some of the other things I have are, I made these the other day. I put the glitter Mod Podge, and you can't really appreciate it here, but they're such sparkling on the seahorse that when I had him, I thought he had jewels on him. And I'm like, well, how does he have, I didn't put little, embellishments on him. It doesn't show as well on the camera. And then I use the silver metallic to line them. And they're a Christmas seashell. So I'm going to do the back. I have to trim that, and then I want to paint the back because the natural color of it, I just want it to be white. So I'm going to do that. And then I have another one that I did like that. I just put a top coat on this one that I did, and I'm going to be decoupaging this fox conch, and I'm going to see, probably I just put some gloss on it. Hey, Sandra, how are you? But I'm going to do this wooden tray over here, and I really love this new napkin, so I just put like a whitewash in there so that the napkin pops. And I took this and tried to see which side of the napkin I wanted, and what I'm doing now is I'm just, hold on, let me move this guy, and I'm going to fit him in here how I think, and then I'll trim it, and then I'll put it in, I'll take the layers off. So what I'm going to do is kind of see, I want, just play around with it to try to get it to where I think it looks good. And I think that's probably going to be what I want. So if I just kind of crease it a little bit, then I can see where I can trim it so it's not so hard to work with. All right, so let me just trim this a little bit. I hope everybody's having a good, I don't even know what it's, Sunday. Sunday. I'm a little discombobulated because the kids are off school, number one, but it feels like it's 4th of July weekend, and it's not, of course. I will be over at the other house for 4th of July and show you the fireworks and stuff, okay? I'll probably be staying over there for a week or so. So I'll be showing you that. And went for my first swim yesterday. That was nice. It was a little, I thought it was a little cold when I got in, but then I was fine right away. It was beautiful, refreshing. Okay, so now I can go with the best X-Acto knife ever, and I think I've showed you guys the best X-Acto knife ever is the Cricut X-Acto knife. Everyone I've told about this X-Acto knife has thanked me profusely. It comes with, you can get like these 5, I'm still on my first blade, but it comes with these 5 blades, or I don't even know if it comes with it. You went swimming too? Good. It's the best X-Acto knife you will ever use. It has a silicone grip here and has this really nice cap so you can take it with you if you go crafting. It's the best one I've ever had. Sherry Shirley, I love the ring, but look, watch. My fingers are long and skinny. My ring size was originally a 5.5. I think it's now like a 6.5. This is on my left hand. My left hand is actually smaller. So my wedding bands and stuff are 5.5. But I'd say safely probably a 6. So I'm scared, Sherry, of losing this because it's kind of loose. So what I did was I wear this one in front of it, but I don't like the way that looks, but I don't want to lose it. I actually went swimming with this, Shirley, I know. So, but I really like the way it looks. I think I have to get a ring guard, for the inside because it's really, It's very loose, and I have lost 17 pounds since April, so it's even looser. And now that I'm biking like that, you know, I'd like to, but I'll get a ring guard. I do like it. I don't think I mean, I can be sized. They can cut gold, so, but I'll just, but for right now, so I don't lose it, yeah, I'm gonna get a ring guard. Right now, I'm just wearing this one in front of it so it doesn't fall off. Okay. Especially when I'm swimming. All right, now. Thank you. I got it from the auction. It was Sandy, it was Chris Ree's, who was it? Chris Ree's grandmother, did she say? I think it was Chris Ree's grandmother that had it custom made. I don't know how many years ago. And it's amethyst and diamond, I think it is, and gold. So it's nice. But this is the best X-Acto knife you will ever want, this Cricut one. And let me show you if I can show you the blades. It's so easy to change the blades if you need to, but I have not needed to change the blades. Let me show you how they come. It's not like, you know, I think somebody's phone is ringing upstairs if you hear. It's not a phone, it's an alarm. The blades come like this. Okay? And you don't have to fool around with any little, you know, those metal ones that you have to tighten. Best X-Acto knife ever, and it's not a lot of money. You can find them on Amazon for like $9, and I think you can find them $9 with all the blades, like that when they go on sale. And they come in different colors, but sometimes they put different colors on sale. So I could just go in here right now with my X-Acto knife and trim it like that. But sometimes when I do that, then I find out that I actually cut it too short or something. So you know what? I can go in after and trim it. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to go in after. And for this one, I'm just going to put, usually I just go over the napkin only, but I'm going to put a little bit here and then go over the napkin. I can't even speak today. Okay. And why is there's a big clump of that? Hold on a second. Let me get this. Is it hot where everybody is? It wasn't that hot yesterday. I mean, it was, I enjoy like the heat a little bit because we did get a little cold. We went from really hot to then a little cold. So it was okay, but the water was beautiful, very refreshing. I went for a nice long swim with the kids. Jimmy sat on the dock and tried to tune his guitar or something. So I took all the layers off. And now it will allow me to, I could even lift it up. It's because I didn't saturate it like that much. It's a little tacky so I can tack it in when I want to. And go like that. Now it's almost like it would be better for me to trim it at this point, not before, like I had it before. So I can go in now if I want. But see, it's still enough that I can pick it up and make sure the air bubbles or anything to just push them out. Don't mind my fingers. They're all full of paint and crap. Everybody always, I don't have nice manicured nails because I don't. I garden, I paint, I can't do it. And I have to, if I even put on those nail things and you see they look good, but it interferes with my typing, it interferes with my crafting. So when I'm going to a wedding next month, well, I keep calling it a wedding. It's an engagement party, but with these Italian relatives, the engagement party is exactly like a wedding. So, all right. That's how I want it. So I'm going to start a little bit in the middle and just go on the top. But You know, who was it that said, oh, it was Farm Wife that said, oh, Carolyn, I think I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not putting enough stuff on it. And people get scared because it sounds crazy that if you saturate a napkin, you'd think, oh my gosh, it's going to rip. But this is what I mean about decoupage. It's like magic. Like, who would ever think that it wasn't going to disintegrate? But actually, if you put too little, then you're going to rip your napkin. And if you ever see people that do a wet transfer, you'll see just, it's amazing. I always think it's magic. And I think whoever was and I always say I'm going to look it up, whoever was the person that first did this had to be a natural born leader, because everybody had to tell them, you're crazy, that you're going to rip off the layers of a napkin and then you're going to put something wet on it. Are you kidding me? You know, and you think that's going to work? I don't think so. So, but hold on. I gotta get my wrap here. And just always remember, especially if you're doing this for the first time, your projects always look worse when they're wet. I've had some projects I'm like, oh, that looks bad. And then when they dry, they're beautiful. So don't get so worked up that, oh my gosh, that looks like crap. Because it doesn't look like crap usually when it's dried. And if it does, you could always do it over again. You know, I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? Even if this was totally adhered down, you can still paint over it if it was completely flat, or even sand it. So don't worry about it. And you'll get to know the right touch. All napkins are different, even if they're like, some you have to go a little bit lighter, some, you know, you get to learn the right touch. And it's not that you have to be too light, because you can feather it out. And there's people that like the foam brushes. I don't, you know, I said to myself, I was going to try a foam brush because I don't use a foam brush when I decoupage, but I saw this woman last night using one and I thought, what's she doing there? So I don't know if I would like that as much. And then there's people that put the resin on the top of this, and that looks nice too, but I don't know if I want to get all into resin because I heard that stuff stinks. And I heard some lady on YouTube she said she almost died or something. She has some kind of video. So I'm just going to leave that, and then I'm going to trim that with the X-Acto knife, and I'm not worried about those lines, because I think in this napkin, it's going to look really nice. It's going to look like weathered, kind of like crackly. So I'm not worried about that. And hold on. All right, I'll put that over here to dry. And we'll see what happens there when we're done with that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is, what do I want to do? Oh, and you know what you can also do? Let's say, because I see like there's a little area on mine where there's a white, I'll show you here. Watch this. See, a lot of people would go crazy and take the whole thing off. You don't have to. I'll show you how to fix this when this is dry. Let me show you something. I just am looking at something close up. There's a little, see that white spot right there? I'll show you how to put a piece of the napkin into it, or you could put paint. But it's going to have that weathered look. And I think what I'm going to do on this one is put the crackle. I might put something like that looks crackled on it. And I've got to there's a piece of paper on this here. Hold on. I'm going to put some, and I think it's going to look weathered. We'll see. If I don't like it, we'll change it. But what do I want to do now to show you? Oh, let me see. This is Sharon's shell. I want to do something. I'm going to put, I don't know what color of metallic I'm going to outline it with. I put this one on the back for her. She loves cats. And it says what friends are for. And I'm going to, Sandy, this is the shell that I'm going to be sending you. I made you this one. This is, Sandy got me these napkins. So I made this shell. And on the back of your shell, I edged it in gold and did that. That's one of the shells I'm going to send you if you're still watching. Okay. And then you want the hard shell. I've got that. And the postcard. Okay. So I'm going to do this for Sharon, but I think I'm going to take some blue or green paint and go in here to extend the grass here. I think I want to put some paint in there and then go with, I'm not sure, I have a bunch of metallics, but I think I am going to just do, I have a green metallic, but I think I'm going to do the gold anyway, but I'm going to extend the paint in here. And then on the back, I'm going to leave it pretty much the way it is, but I'm going to put another gloss layer on for her. And I ordered easels, tiny little easels, but they haven't come yet. I don't know what Amazon is doing. Used to be like 2-day shipping on everything. Here's another one that I've done with this is the butterfly napkin, but I put that glitter Mod Podge and I love it. You really can't, it's a shame because the camera doesn't show how nice the glitter Mod Podge is. It's very nice. And I have another one of these, but this is with the silver. And I think the silver with this like icy blue, this is like a winter seashell. See, it looks really nice. And I have another one. The heck did I just put that? I don't know. Where's the, and I'm working on this one. Is this the one? No. This was my practice. You see, I don't like this one. This was my practice one, and I'm not happy with this one. But my other one, let me see. I just put it down here, I think. That's a good thing that I just did that because I just see that the stuff that I put on the back was coming through and falling on the front, so I had to go like this. But this was my second one, and don't mind that now that's wet because some of the top coat came through on there. Hold on, just make sure that I have to clear that. That was that one I like better because the suit, his suit creased a little bit here, see? So I don't like that one. And so what? Big deal. Do it again. And I did it, and then I'm going to see about putting on the back. If I knew when they were going to get, but I can put their engagement date or something, or something. I don't know what I'll put. Maybe their names. I don't know. But that's something I've made, and I thought that would even be nice if it was a bridal shower. You could even put that on the top of a cake or something if you wanted to. I don't know. But I made that, so. What else do I have? I have to finish that. Decoupaging is very stress relieving for me, so I always have, my counter is always crazy with projects. Anyway, what else did I do? Oh, I did the flower pot. I've shown you that. I've shown you this. What did I do? The flower pot, I just put a second, let me see, I'll show you. I don't want to touch it if it's wet. I just put a coat of sealer on there. But again, I picked up these. I'll show you what these are. If you see them at Walmart, pick them up. They're the greatest thing. They're a nice size too, because when I plant pineapples and stuff, I don't know that I will use this for, let me show you something. If you want to use that for a real plant, let me show you what you need. If you want to use it for a real plant, you have to use this. This is the dishwasher safe. If you put this on, you can put whatever you made in the dishwasher. Dishwasher safe gloss. So if I wanted to use this pot for a real plant and it was going to come, you know, maybe water would drip down the side or, you know, whatever, I would put that on it. I don't know that I'm going to use that for a real plant. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but it is a clay pot and I'm going to show you. They have them at Walmart and they have them every season, I believe, okay? And I'll show you what they say on it. It's called the Mainstays 5-inch planter. And I believe I got these on clearance for $2 or $2.50. And do you see that? You can just, all you do, I decoupaged right on top of it. You didn't have to paint it. And you know what's good? Because with a clay pot, it sucks in the paint. Then you've got to glaze it. That takes a lot of time. If you can buy something like this for $2.50 or $2, who's better than you? Nobody. The other ones they had on sale, and look around because this was even in the beginning of the season, but they do it at the end of the season. And another thing, look at their bunnies and their gnomes, because you can decoupage those things and they're usually in one color and you can paint them or you can look around for different things to decoupage. But here's another pot that they had, okay? And yeah, you can, if you're going to put something, you wanted to put white on there to make it pop, or if you have, I have some napkins that are this color, but you'd still want to put some white underneath where you put the napkin because it will make the colors pop. Okay, but these were still, I think those might have been $1, so you can't beat that. Anyway, I don't know what I was doing here. So I was going to do one of these. I just painted this white, and you can make little trinket trays, shells with these. And I don't know which one I was going to, that's the problem, because then I don't know which napkin I'm going to do. And I'm not, okay. So okay. Just a second here. I'm going to try to pull that off. Just trying to. I'm a perfectionist, and so now I'm like, no, I don't. Hold on a second. Something I don't like this. I don't like this. The tray that I just did, I don't like it. I'm changing it. I just don't like it. And if you do it when it's wet, you can take it right off and then you can even rinse the stuff. I know, I drive people nuts, but I didn't like it. And if I let it dry, I don't want to go through the hassle because I've done that with something. Let it dry and then you've got to paint over it or sand it. I don't want to do that. I just rather take care of it now. I'm just thinking I want to use something different or do it differently. All right, so hold on. I know you're going to get upset with me for changing that, but I just didn't like. Okay. All right. So, you know what I might do in this tray? I wonder what it would look like if I did a paint pour in this tray. That would be fun. I might do that. I might do a paint pour in the tray. But I have to take it outside. I am going to do, okay, I think I might do that. I think I might save that tray and do a paint pour. Okay, so now I have to change my title because I didn't teach you how to do a tray. But I have this that I would need to finish. I started this yesterday, and these are just these cubes you can pick up at the Dollar Tree, and I put a whitewash on them, and I did the first panel here. I've got to put the other lemon panels on, but I have to sand this off with the emery board or the hand sander, but that's something I'm working on there. And I think I'm going to use this napkin, this one here that I was doing, to do one of those, I think I want to use it on one of these. Now, I wonder what it would look like if I didn't at all. I know I've got those boxes. I know I got one of those boxes. Oh no, you got the other lemon, like didn't you get that yet? This one I made, but I'm not done yet. All right, so let me see. This is my problem. And then I have this little box that I whitewashed that I'm gonna put something on, but I'm not sure. And I'm wondering if I can do the fire decoupage in the hearts, what it would be like. I might try that. Oh, and I'm gonna do a tabletop, because I got a table from my neighbor for free, a small little like occasional table, and I wanna do the top in sunflowers. I'm gonna do that, and I'll show you what I bought to paint the top of it underneath. I got this. I'm gonna do the top with that and leave the rest natural and just do the top and then do the entire thing in sunflowers. And this is sheepskin color. Okay, and this is a really big, huge bottle of chalk paint. Okay. And then I have another, if that comes out good, I bought another dresser, which I'm actually gonna keep napkins in from another person, and I got it for, it's a very nice dresser, like it's I don't know if it's 100 years old as an antique, so it's vintage, it's probably from the 40s or something like that. I'm gonna decoupage that. So, but I'm gonna do the tabletop first, and I'm gonna do that in its own video. Okay, so let's see. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do, but I feel like I want to do another shell maybe. I just don't know what I want to do in the shell. I hope you're all doing well. Let me see. These are like new Christmas. Look at that peppermint flower. It's really pretty. I don't know if that would, I have to figure out something. Trinket tray. I don't know. That's big enough. I did a birdhouse with this tissue. I was gonna put this in the tray, and I probably should have done that. I might still do it. I don't know. We'll see, but you still have another half, so I might wanna see how this is gonna work out. If I did those flowers in there. Because I would want the butterfly to show up in there. So I just don't think, this is my problem. I'm overthinking. I'll show you what I like. Hold on. Because I'm sorry, this is how I am in the morning, afternoon, whatever. I've been up since, I went to bed far too late. I think it was 4 o'clock, and I've been up since 7:22. Okay? But this is one that I did with, that's just blue and white, and that's one of these that I want to do now, okay? Then there's this one that I did that's feathers, and I used the iridescent paint. It's not iridescent, it's oh, what is it called? It's like a white metallic. And then I put I know I need to transplant my pineapples, I know. I put the glitter on there. I have to get some more, well, I do have bigger pots, but I have to get some more potting soil, because I only have the raised bed soil. I have to get some more for pineapples. And then I have this one I did, which is an ocean scene. But this is what I really like. When they're dark like that, I think that they really pop. And then this one, I just put that on the back too. Hi, Denise. Hi, everybody. Tammy. So, hi, Mike. Mike, are you going to try decoupaging? I would love to have you. Mike, that would be so funny. I said I would like to take Jimmy on, like the men, Scooter's husband. You should come up and Billy Bob and try to decoupage. That would be hysterical. I wonder who would be the best at it. You know what, Mike? You might find out you're really good at it. And you might really end up liking it. That would be hysterical. Okay, so I just had to wash my brush because I can't decide and then my brush is going to dry. What should I do? What should I do? The feathers, you know, for the feathers, I cut these out individually and put them in because Frank too, I know, they should. It would be funny to see who is the best at it. They probably, you know, they might be. Jimmy might be very good at it. That's why I'm telling you, Sandy, when he colors my hair, which has to be like really, really soon because it's hideous. He might be very good at that because sometimes well, I shouldn't say that. All the time, he loves to fix, like if something breaks, like a Christmas ornament, not a glass one, like wood or something, he will take it down and he's like, he'll gather up a whole box of everything he has to fix. And then he'll fix it, little tiny things like the Cupid doll. He had to put the eyes back in. He wants to do that. He might be very good at coloring hair and maybe decoupage. He did print out the Jimi Hendrix napkins, so maybe they might surprise us if we had them up there. I don't know. They might. You never know. So let's see. So I have these tissues. These are brand new, and these are the pine cone ones. I don't know how these would look. I was almost going to use this in the tray. This would be a Christmas one. That might not look that might be kind of cute in there. If not, fly here and you'll hook me up. Okay. Yeah, it's getting pretty bad. I saw that. I bent down to get something in my video yesterday, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my roots. I don't understand how that happens so quick. Okay. It's really bad. I'm going to have to start wearing a hat if I don't take care of it. And then I've got these. I just can't decide what I want to do. See, this is bad. Why can't I just pick something and do it? Too many napkins. This is what I want to do, the top of that table that I told you about with. I want to do it with the sunflowers. Here, let me show you. It's not that big of a table. It's hardly wider than all that. And I think what I might do, depending on, I don't know. I have a couple of different sunflowers from this same artist. A couple of different sizes, so I have to see. But I want to put this on the top of the table. Okay. Oh, what do I want to do here? I don't know. I think my dog we have to bring Sassy the Maltese in again. I don't know if she had Lyme disease a couple of years ago. She tested positive again for Lyme disease last year, but I don't think she ever didn't get it. Didn't stop testing positive for it. And now we're going to bring her back again and see because, she's an old lady. She's 11, but she'll be 12 in September. She is staggering around a little bit on her, like you can tell, her legs bother her.
What's up, Sassy Fresh?
So, I don't know. These are really nice. These are new too and very nice. But I don't know what I want to do in this dish at all. I might want to do this. This might. I could figure out, maybe do these. That would be this a new one too. All right, let me see. Oh, or I have, oh, I know what I can do. I forgot. I have something else. Hold on. Let me see if that'll work. 1 second. 1 second. What's the matter, Jasmine? Really?
Come on, Lucy. Lucy. Yeah. Come on. Come on.
See, I like this napkin, but I think it might be too large for this shell, so I can't, this napkin, but I think it might be too, maybe if I took this part, it might be, yeah, that might work. All right, let me do that. I'm gonna try to work with that part of it. So where's my scissor? Right here. See, this is what I mean. When I wrap presents, I lose a scissor that's sitting in front of me and I can't find it, and then I go get another scissor and then I find it. What did I just do with the scissor? Is it hot out there, Jimmy?
Yep.
It's already hot?
It's getting there, yes. We don't want to leave the doors open, that's for sure.
I just had a scissor and I don't even know what I just did with it.
Cigarette?
Scissor.
Oh.
I don't know what I did with it.
Which scissor?
Any scissor,
What are you cutting?
just to cut the napkin. I just,
You need this right here?
let me see.
Pineapple scissor?
No, but I'll take that. Definitely. Thank you. Okay, oops. All right, let's see. I'm just trying to figure out which piece I want to put in here. Jimmy, would you try decoupage on camera with like Dave and Frank and Mike?
Would I?
Yeah, to see who does it best.
You know, sure.
Do you
I've
mind?
never done it before, but okay. If somebody thinks that's a good idea, okay.
Scooter's doing a lot of fire decoupage on shells. She's doing it on shells.
What kind?
She's doing that fire decoupage on shells.
Okay, fire day?
You know, the fire decoupage, the one we just light the edges on fire.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's doing it in her kitchen on shells, inside,
Well,
just sitting
yeah.
down with one of those like little,
It would go, you know, it'd be easier, as long as you glue the edges really, really well, I think it'll work fine. Just gotta make sure it glues right around the edges, and with all those holes in the middle of that, it's a little bit different. You know, this one's one.
no, she's
Letters
doing
and-
oysters. She's just going around the edges so you
Yeah.
know, she doesn't have
So,
to
I think if you
sand
glue-
them and stuff.
Yeah, if you glue the edge really, really well, it'll be fine.
Mm.
It'll probably work out perfect.
All right, so let me just, all I did was like kind of put this in here so that I can see where I want to cut this. Okay. I'll be right there.
All right, let's see if this pops, all right? You listening?
We'll see what pops. Oh,
Ready?
yeah. Yeah, it pops.
Okay.
Okay, so I've cut that out. Now I'm just gonna take the layer off, and there's still another layer under there, and if you can't get it off, use Scotch tape. But I have to pull it up to my eyeballs here. Hold on. And I have Scotch tape here somewhere. Let's see. Some people use water, but and usually if I just get really mad, I can just go at the end and just rub it down. The first time we taught decoupage, Scooter tried to decoupage, she didn't take off the layer. And when you don't, and even an experienced person can do it too. You think that it's down and you don't test it, and then the minute you try to put it on, there's something wrong with it. It's like it won't adhere good. It's crazy. So you always test it. When in doubt, just test it. Where's my scotch tape? Where's my scotch tape?
I know all the tape. The tape is in here. All the tape.
So I have to get this other layer out. But hope that you guys are having a good time. I don't know what else to say. They say that if you missed it yesterday, Brian Laundrie's mother wrote a letter to Brian saying that if you go to jail, I will bake you a cake with a saw in it. She didn't say file. I think, according to the attorney, she said a saw. And then she said that she also made him some kind of an attempt to either was a something, some kind of a bargaining or offer to help with something regarding Gabby. And then the reporter asked, was this after she was deceased? And they said, I think so. So there's going to be another, another confession letter, they're saying. And then there's a letter from Brian's mother that said, burn after reading. And then her attorney, Stephen Bertolino, is saying that the reason it says burn after reading, that's the name of a movie. Okay, that's the only reason. It's just, she just put the name of a movie on the envelope. Not because it was anything, you know, that nobody should see. It was just the name of a movie.
Absolutely.
So the family's attorney, the Petito's attorney, said that they're going to, I don't know why their attorney didn't take a picture of the letter, but he said that their attorney wouldn't give it to them then, and had agreed to give them copies. Interesting, right, Mike? I wonder what that letter says. And the reporter asked is the other confession, there might be 2 or 3 other confessions on different devices, but they're more or less the same is what he said, you know, more or less. So all lies, right? Do you believe that? That is so bad. Anyway, so I get that in there, and I still want to kind of pull that out. Because see how I'm going to want to do that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, where's my scissor now? There it is. Just trim this a little bit so it's a little easier to work with. But I'm still gonna leave some overlap, just in case I want to position it differently. And I'm just gonna make some cuts in here, because you know how when you're going around a curved surface, it can help. I'm just making some little cuts in there, okay. Now again, on this one, I'm gonna put a little bit, usually I don't do this. I don't put it underneath, I just go on the top because it's thin, but I'm just gonna go on top. I mean, excuse me, I'm just gonna put some underneath because it helps tack it in, especially up here, because it's can be deep in there. All right. All right. So because I'm going to go try to be careful, stick my finger in there, try to make sure that's all the way back and there's not like air bubbles, or that it's not pulled away, and then just tap it. Okay, now where's my, now I haven't put anything on the top yet, okay, but I just want to still do it with the plastic wrap, just so I can make sure to see if I can get everything smoothed out. And then I will add the top. And shells are like one of the easiest things to start with. I wish I had started with shells. I mean, okay, now I'm going to get the plastic stuff again. And the rest of this stuff you can sand off, or I wonder if you burned it off later. It would be interesting to see what it would do if I burned it now. I'd be mad if I burned it now and it ruined it. So I would just probably just do what I normally do. And then you can trim it off, and then you can trim around your, because this is, the shell I'm doing now is a shell like this. It's a larger one, but it's like that. So then you can do the rim in gold or whatever color you like, and some other metallic. Shells look nice. They would be a little tricky. No, Mike. They're really easy. And if you cut out a little design, Mike, and you do a little shell, like if you just do the, I'll show you what's the easiest thing you could ever do, would be this. Hold on, let me show you. Something like this, Mike. It could be so easy. If you just took a shell and I painted it with that iridescent and you just did the butterfly from a napkin in the one shell, that's simple. Like these, so simple. Because it's only one little thing that you're putting in the shell. Hi, Tina. Simple, simple, simple. And that's, you could also get the cockle shell. That's how I started last Christmas, making little cockle shell ornaments and putting just a little design in the cockle shells. And then it evolved from there. But something like this would be easy too, because you're not this will be the hardest thing, because you're doing a whole wrap job. And that's what I tend up doing on like cans and stuff. I'm a wrapper. But if you're a cutter, and you cut that, that's even easier. Because you're working with little pieces, which is easier. But for Sharon's shell that I'm making for Sharon, I'm gonna go in here with paint and like extend this. I'm gonna like put green and blue, and then I'm gonna come in here and do probably gold around here. And then I'll do a little gold on these back here. And I'll probably put in another glossy top on that, top coat. So, and then I'll figure out what to do with the tray, what I'm gonna do. I think I might do a paint pouring in this, but just let this dry and then you can trim all around that. And it'll look nice. Let's see who's here. Hi, Lisbeth. Oh my gosh, Lisbeth. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Sherry, Denise, Nancy V, hello. Snow remover. Who else did I miss? Sorry, guys, that I was missing people. Earth Angel, I haven't seen you forever. How are you? Thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon, it's gonna be afternoon here in a minute, with me, doing this. Hi, Kat. I love decoupaging the pots. Just sent you some photos. Did you? I'm not at my computer, I'm on my phone, but I will definitely show them later. Hi, T-Ray. Hello, Pamela. Appreciate you all stopping in, saying hi. But I'm gonna probably go for now, and I'll let you guys, I'll come back maybe later and show you when that's, just 1 second, I'm just gonna go and then I can do it. All right, so I will see you guys later, and then I'll check back with you and I'll show you later on when I go to the next step, all right? I love you guys. Take care. God bless. Bye.